There will be a series of PNG economic update twice a year. It is aimed at analyzing recent key development areas in the PNG economy on a long-term global context, while evaluating on key implications on government's development objectives.
The World Bank has decided to step up considerably its engagement in the country. So we've been able to mobilize a package of financing for the next 3 years, which is much higher than what had been available in the past up to now.
PNG, like other economies, rely heavily on natural resources but are facing challenges, and it's vital for the country to deal with fiscal standings.
100-day economic stimulus plan, the 2018 budget, the medium-term fiscal strategy, the medium-term revenue strategy are all steps in the right direction. They're all steps that the government is taking to try to increase the resilience of the economy. The decision to establish the Sovereign Wealth Fund also deserves, I think, a mention, as it could be an important step towards making progress in delinking the fiscal spending in particular from the vagaries of the international commodity prices.
Treasury Secretary Dairi Vele says the national government's stand is on priority areas. Focus is on future investments.
To do over the last 10 years now is, and we Papua New Guineans being Christian, we're very biblical. So the idea is like the Pharaoh's dream, is to put away something in the 7 good years for when the 7 bad years come around. And that's been a challenge. It's also difficult to have that kind of mentality when you're running surpluses, when times are really, really good. And in some sense, not of your own doing, but gold price is high, oil, in which I have my background in, is at $137 a barrel, and you're trundling along and someone suddenly drops $19 billion of LNG production on you. That's very, very rare. So some of the issues that we're going through now, which are painful, but they are structural. And I think sometimes we forget that. So what we have been doing over the last closer to 7 to 5 years is trying to work through what is structural and what are the things that we are forcing on ourselves.
Most government spending has been on public servants where expenditure doesn't reconcile. At the same time, Vele suggested to the development partners to focus in supporting the government's human development indicators such as education and health.
Why should kids in the urban areas get more of a shot at education than kids in the rural areas? That doesn't make sense to us, and it's not fair. Again, I know we talk about the Services Improvement Program, which is, again, sometimes it's thought of as political spending. It's not supposed to be, and we all need to work together to make sure that it's not. But essentially what we did was we took money that we used to handle in Waigani, in Port Moresby, just across the road from this lovely establishment here. And we said, if people in those rural areas, or if people in the relevant areas who live in today's problems can't be a part of tomorrow's solutions, Waigani is not going to help you.
World Bank hopes the PNG Economic Report will be a tool for the national government in refining its policy and implementation. Stacey Yallo, National EMTV News.